Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to my lecturer and friends. My name is Ahmad Ashman bin Muhammad Rosli and my student ID is 01DKM4B.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Shafari Aiman bin Samsul Al-Zahar. My registration number is 01DKM20F2056 and I'm from DKM4B.
Since the first domestic automobile Proton was manufactured in 1983, the automotive industry has become one of the major industries supporting the Malaysian economy. Currently, there are more than 20 manufacturing and assembly plants in Malaysia, where passenger cars, commercial vehicles, scooters, and others are manufactured. In 2019, the total number of automobiles manufactured and assembled was approximately 572,000 for passenger cars and commercial vehicles. Today I am going to present a bar graph on the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia for the year 2010 to 2019. The graph is taken from a website called Nippon Express. Based on what you see on the graph, the y-axis presents the unit for vehicles produced and assembled. Then the x-axis shows the years for vehicles produced and assembled in a period of time. Additionally, the legends here show passenger cars for blue color and commercial vehicles for orange color. While here are the bars representing the data for every unit vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia for every year shown. As you can see here, the graph actually fluctuated for the whole year. Based on what the graph shown, vehicles produced and assembled recorded the highest in 2015, slightly over 600,000 by commercial vehicles. Next, both passenger car and commercial vehicles are the lowest in year 2017, slightly lower than 500,000. Then, vehicles produced and assembled recorded almost the same number of units below 600,000 in 2010 and 2018 respectively for both passenger car and commercial vehicles. Afterwards, there was a slightly decrease in the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia from slightly above 550,000 in 2010 to slightly below 550,000 in 2011 for commercial vehicles. Meanwhile, the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia recorded a minimal drop on 2014 from 2013. It is probably because of less requests for vehicles produced were made by companies around Malaysia. After that, the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia had slightly rose in 2015 from 2014 and had reached its peak. This might be because of a lot of requests from big time companies and government in Malaysia to produce more commercial vehicles. Subsequently, the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia fluctuated from 2010 to 2019. It may be that our country's economies is also have the same situation, fluctuated as the graph. Meanwhile, there was a sudden decrease in the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia from slightly above 600,000 in 2015 to precisely 500,000 in 2017 for commercial vehicles on the second half of the period year. Compared to the first half of the period year, there was a significant increase in the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia, slightly above from 500,000 in 2011 to 600,000 precisely in 2013 for commercial vehicles. This might be because of in that first half of the period year, a lot of people choose to use commercial vehicles to go to work or places instead of use their own vehicles. and for the second half of the year, it is probably because of people preferably wanted to use their own vehicles. As shown in the graph, we can see that 2019 and 2010 of vehicle produced and assembled in Malaysia are almost similar, slightly above 500,000 on both years. Same as the year of 2010 and 2018, there are almost the same number of units below 600,000 for both passenger cars and commercial vehicles. And that is all from me. Now I'll pass it to my friend Shafir Rahman.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Encik Muhammad Zaki and all my friend. My name is Shafar Aiman. Now let me continue the presentation about vehicle produced and assembled in Malaysia for passenger cars. My first point is vehicle produced and assembled in Malaysia recorded the highest in 2015, slightly over 560,000 by passengers. This was because of a lot of requests from citizens. Following that, there was a slow drop in the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia in 2017 from slightly above 550,000 in 2015 to slightly above 450,000 and reached its lowest for passenger cars. As you can be seen here, the number of passenger cars produced and assembled in Malaysia increased dramatically from just over 450,000 in 2017 to just over 500,000 in 2018. Next, there was a minimal drop in the number of passenger cars in 2010 from slightly above 500,000 to slightly below 500,000 in 2011. Moreover, the number of passenger cars produced and built in Malaysia gradually rose, rising from just under 500,000 in 2011 to just under 550,000 in 2013. And then let's move on to the address data, which is the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia for passenger cars are similar on year 2013 and 2014 and making it the second highest data on the graph. Furthermore, the number of passenger cars in 2018 and 2019 almost the same as it was recorded 520,000 units, while 2019 was 540,000 units. In addition, the release of new model by all the manufacturers in 2015, which are suitable for large families, caused a sharp increase in the number of passenger cars. At the end, we can see the commercial vehicle data is higher than passenger cars. This might be because of government and companies highly request commercial vehicle rather than passenger car. Finally, based from the data, it can be concluded that the number of vehicles produced and assembled in Malaysia fluctuate over the whole year from 2010 to 2019. This might be because of the unstable economy of Malaysia. In my opinion, it is recommended that more promotion and rebates be given to potential customers to improve vehicle produced and assembled in Malaysia from year to year. So that's all end of our presentation. Thank you.